My fellow FOAs. So as per some of y'all's suggestions, I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and like look at some of the performances like for JL's like fan cam. So I am gonna be doing Bang Bang, the I've cover. I am gonna be doing the Love Me Right stage, and I am gonna be doing also Sugar High. So I'm just gonna do those three because obviously like for the Our Story, that was like an encore, so like they didn't do much performing. It was just more than like kind of having fun and enjoying the moment. Obviously for Ignition, I don't know. I just like. Yeah, Ignition, I'm just like because I've already seen it so many times, but even though like it might be a little bit different, I'm like I decided just to do these three instead. But and then also because I think for the most part everyone kept telling me to check out his Sugar High and Love Me Right, so I'm just like oh, but I also kind of want to check out the Bang Bang stage as well because for that one I feel like we didn't get a good close up view of him either. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and watch y'all. Ooh. See, I did not notice he did that before. Ooh! Oh, I didn't know like they like. Also, I don't remember if this was day 1 or day 2 that I found this fan cam for, but hey. Ooh, the little smirks. Like the side looks and everything. I always like when he does like little. Ooh, that I did notice that part. I was just like. This one was very close to the front. Wow. Oh wow, they ran off stage really quickly, I guess, to prepare for the next one or for the Love Me Right team to come onto the stage. But okay, so that was the Bang Bang cover, like his fan cam. So again, there's like a lot of things like for his expressions that I didn't get to like see clearly for the other two, for the day 1 and day 2 videos that I watched, because again, like it was supposed to be like a full group or full like unit shot of it, which again it makes sense, but there were some things that I did notice here and there, like again they're like hand gestures mostly because it's like part of the dance. But in terms of like expressions, like he always like knows like what to do, and this is no exception. Like again, he came to slay the song and he definitely did. Like I am not like surprised, like again very much in his element, I feel like, with whatever song he like performs and like sets his mind to. So I really do always appreciate that about JL. Like he really takes performing like to another level, because like it's not just like, you know, him focusing like on the singing or like the dancing. Like he also like very much focuses on like the facial expressions and kind of getting like into it that much, or like, you know, basically flipping that switch to himself where he like, you know, it gets in the zone and you can tell like he's enjoying it so much. So yeah. But okay, we're gonna move on to the next stage, which should be the Love Me Right one, if I'm not mistaken. So this is one of the fan comes that I found for the Love Me Right stage. It's like so loud though. Who was he doing to me? So this person like really like it was like they shot this with like their eyes. This song like is like very like bright, but it can also be very painful at the same time. Like what? Very clear fan cam. But yeah, again, like I said, Love Me Right is not my favorite like EXO song. Like I have other songs that I really really like, or I would listen to more than this song. Like honestly, I think I would skip Love Me Right like more so than ever listen to it. So I think me watching the state like their performances is actually like the first time that I've heard the whole song like fully through instead of it just being parts or just knowing like what the iconic part of it, which is again is the Kyungsu to Chen like vocal part like that. So again, getting to see them like performing, like I'm glad because someone did mention that they had been saying that they wanted to cover this song for the longest time. I'm just like, okay, that's great. Like I love that they like actually got to do this song. And again, this is a song that I feel like a lot of people have covered. And I feel like everyone who has done this song like has done it justice. So I think it's just nice getting to see, again, if you are like an XOL and you do also stan AHOF, get to, you know, see, oh my god, like kind of like reminisce or kind of like feel like nostalgic because you're just like, oh my god, like because they might have that same energy or like that bright energy that EXO did at the time whenever they like when they dropped this song and they performed it. But yeah, the switch up is always crazy for JL because like, but this song, like I said, it is like bright and it can be cute, but it is very like groovy. And there are like the choreo is nothing to sneeze at because I feel like it's very like on point, very like sharp. So there are moments where I'm just like, oh my god, like what a cutie patootie with like his facial expressions, and the next second like like the eyes change. Like he's over here like, oh, I'm like in the zone, like feeling myself, and I'm just like, sir, I'm like, I need you to calm down, because like the amount of times like this man like licked his lips, I was just like, what are we doing? I'm like, I don't need that attack. And for this person who this fan camp belongs to, like, bless your soul, because the way that they were so steady while capturing him, like, could not be me. Like the second I noticed anything in like the screen like of my phone or like a camera, that the phone, like, it would be on the floor, like it would flop over and be on the floor, like the device would no longer be in my hand, essentially, is what I'm saying. But yeah, again, glad that they got to finally cover this, and I'm curious to see, like, from them doing like the covers that they have done so far, like what they might do in the future. Or I will say, I wonder if they're also gonna, if they might change it up for like the different stops, depending, because I know some groups like to like do um like music from that country, like for their special stages sometimes. So like maybe they'll, like, if they, when they go to Japan, or when they go to like Taipei, or they go to China or something like that, like do, or the Philippines, like do a special stage like that, because I know we do know that they did do what's it called, that SB19 song when they went to, or when they did their first fan con in the Philippines. So I wonder if it'll be the same thing for the concert, because I think a lot of groups also try to do that to kind of get, you know, everyone really excited more so, because you're just like, oh my god, like that they took the time to like learn like a song from that country. Like I think a lot of people like feel really touched by it. So I was wondering that too after I finished watching my initial reaction, or watching like the initial like stages for the first video. So I was like, oh, like, you know what, now that I think about it, like I wonder if they'll do that. So I am curious to see if they do or not. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the last video for this, which is going to be the sugar high. And I'm just like, I don't know how I'm going to handle that, and I need to see which day it is, but not that it matters, because I feel like either way I'm going to be attacked. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be screaming for that one, because I know I did only see like snippets of it for the day 2, because that fan cam was a lot up closer. So I'm like, oh, if I screamed for like those little pieces, like what am I gonna do for the whole video, like if it's up close and following him around? So yeah. Alert, destruction imminent. No! Already! Like the clenching of the teeth and like the scowls, oh my god. Ooh, I like how everyone kind of like, Not the lip bite. Like, this is insane though, like, the jump. Oh! Oh. Okay. Yeah, definitely, like, I really do like it whenever we see him do like stronger concepts, because like again the way like his facials like are very much like he's locked in essentially. Like again, I do like really when he's like very smiley, very cute too, but the contrast of like here where it was like him was just straight up like there's no like at all, like he's very serious, very like again very like charismatic here, because it's very much like on the stronger side of the songs of this like songs. So like you always like you just see him like kind of like grimace, I think is what you would call that, like, or like kind of like again like clench like the teeth, or kind of like lick the lips. I'm just like, or just like the eyes are just very intense, which again with this kind of song, like that's kind of what you expect, because again it's very like it's just very much that energy, so you expect them to be like more on the like strong side, or like very much more on like the intense side. And I think he always like again whatever like concept he does, like he really does it well, so I'm not too surprised. I think I held myself, I was pretty calm, because I think it wasn't like too much of like different. I think I get probably more attacked more so with the other one, with the Let Me Right one, because again like it was like, oh, 1 second he was very cute, and the next second like he was over here like like very much like more like intense, or like kind of, yeah. So I'm like, that makes sense. So here's like it was more consistent, which again they're really like focused too on this song, I would say. So I feel like because I don't know how long they had to practice it to, and then they're also like, if this is like the what it doesn't really matter if it was first day or second day, just the fact that like, oh, like they're performing the song already like ahead of like comeback, they're probably a lot more like nervous, because they're like, oh, like what are the fans gonna think, like, oh, like we want to make sure like it comes out well, so that people don't like say anything bad about the performance, because like again it's like our new like it's like our introduction to like the new era we're about to go to, so you kind of want to leave like a good impression, or a long lasting impression. So obviously like again like love JL, like really 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 enjoy like seeing him perform. And I didn't mention like about the dance that much either, like, but I really like how sharp and very, I also mentioned I think to someone in the comments that I'm like, I was expecting it to be a strong song, yes I was, but I wasn't expecting it to go a little bit like essentially kind of tribal-esque like vibes, because like of the beats essentially, and like how like certain dance moves too, like it seems like kind of like that vibe. So I was like, oh, like that's what took me aback, is essentially what it was. But again, yeah, like choreo wise, like I think it's very sharp, very on beat, very like again more on the intense side. But again, I think they all did really great, and like the formations itself too very much seem like, you know, very like a unit. And like I think it was like a diamond like formation that they kind of kept coming back to. And then I did like the what's it called, the two like two duo like part where it like starts with like after Juwon does like that whole like, I don't know what you would call that. I'm gonna call it like the body is tea like movement, like because the way he like raised his arm up, and like you kind of just like admire like what he's wearing, and like the dance move itself, I was just like, what is this, like I'm just gonna call it that, like, you know. And then they do I think it's obviously Juwon, and obviously it's Juwon and Jo is on the side. I forgot who's with him. I think it's like one other person. Like they have their whole moment, because that's when Juwon's like rapping, and then it ends up after they get off their part, you see like the diagonal like line of I believe it's Steven, I think Cheon, and Han, and then I think one more member, and I can't remember who as well. But like I kind of like how they did that as well, because it's like, oh, again the focal point is supposed to be on like Juwon and Steven at that moment, because they're the ones like rapping or like having their parts. So it's like very much like, oh, like little units within this like big group. So I was like, okay, I really really liked that about the choreo. But yeah, other than that, like I don't have anything else to say. Like again, Jo always does a really great job. Like I really love how multi-talented, how um how basically like how multi like versed he is, because like essentially he can like fit any like he just blends in so well, but he just does it where like he also stands out too, because like he basically like fits with any concept to be honest. So I think I really like that about what's it called, I think they call it like a 4D idol, where like obviously like I think they use 4D when they talk about like obviously performing and like all of those things, but he is like one of those idols. Like he does really well in whatever like concept they put him in. So I'm like, oh, like I know I'm gonna enjoy the performance whenever he's on stage. So again, really enjoyed it. Really also, oh, I want to say too, like someone did like, y'all had told me like so many people like before I even watched these stages, like some like y'all were telling me like, oh, like his arm was like injured, like, or his neck, and like he was in pain or whatever the entirety of like the 2 days for the concert. And like I was like, oh my god, like, 'cause I hadn't like watched it yet, and I was like, oh my god, poor baby. But people were telling me that probably because like he might have gotten injured there, like he might have already been injured in those bowling videos, and I'm just like, yeah, that's why I was kind of worried that they were doing that too, because some of the way the boys were bowling was, I was like I feel like someone's gonna get hurt, because like they are not doing it like not correctly, but like the way that they like are throwing it, or like the stancing and everything was like I was like um a little bit worried about that. So I don't know if that is why he got hurt or he was already hurt before, but I whenever I watched the stages, like I completely forgot about that, because honestly it didn't even like cross my mind, because I was just like, oh my god, like I'm so excited to watch their performances. And like again, like from that, like those, since they were all like outward shots, like, or full like shots of them and not just specifically focused on him, like I couldn't really like, and then he didn't really like, it didn't really show like he was showing it like while he's performing, because again like he doesn't want anyone to worry, but he did, like I think in between like ments they did talk about it. So, and then also like I guess maybe during sound check, so like, oh, so it completely like slipped my mind when I was watching essentially. But I will say like, yeah, I'm like sad, I'm like, oh, like yeah, I feel bad for him, because it sucks like when you are feeling injured or feeling like hurt or something is happening like to you, and you still want to make sure you're going full out, or like, you know, delivering like the best performance that you can, but you feel like you're also like kind of hurting. It's like hard to do that. But I will say like he handled it pretty well. He handled it professionally, because again, like if I hadn't read about it, if anyone hadn't, no one had told me, like, and like again, if I had seen, which I didn't see any like like any grimaces of him like hurt, like looking hurt or anything like that, like I wouldn't have noticed. Like I wouldn't have like, I would not have like even tell, like I couldn't even tell, essentially is what I'm trying to tell y'all. So I'm like, that in a way like it's good thing like professionalism, but I'm also like oh, like that's not a good thing, to be honest, like in a way, you know, like I rather like them, you know, not be injured when they're performing or feel sick when they're performing. I rather them like, you know, kind of take a break. But at this point, like I feel like for him, and especially for like the group, like, oh, we already put this much work into, you know, these like tour, like these 2 days for the tour, or the Soul Stop. So it's like I don't want to disappoint anyone, so like I'm gonna try to give my best. And yeah, and like not hope that no one can tell. But apparently, like I said, like they ended up talking about it, so obviously people are gonna be like, oh my god, we're really worried, as we should, and like he should be too, like. But I understand, like again, it's like that there's two sides to it, where like you want them to like prioritize their like health first, but then at the same time, like for them, they're like, oh, I don't want to let anyone down. And I'm just like, oh, like, but luckily, like I said, like I think he did a great job, that I couldn't, like, I don't know if anyone else could tell if he like before he even mentioned it. But like again, that's like a sign of being a professional, which again, not my favorite thing about it, but like what can you say? Like I will say like that is like it's not a compliment, I think. Oh, it's is what I would say, like a compliment like I would want to give him, because again, like I would want to people to prioritize their health first. But hopefully he does get to like maybe like take a small little break after this. I know they're still prepping for like obviously like the comeback and everything like that, so there might be like really stumped and really busy. And then also like once comeback is over, I think I did check like the tour dates again. I think I think their Japan stop is like the end of June. So I'm like, okay, so like it's gonna be pretty like a pretty quick, I would say, promotion period before they start going on tour for like to the rest of the country. So I don't know, we'll see what ends up happening, but hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Hopefully like he recovers pretty quickly, or like gets a chance to like take some little break, because again, I rather him, you know, rest it a little bit than keep on pushing himself, because you know that's how you usually get hurt more in the long run, and then you have to end up sitting out more things than if you would just like, you know, wait and like take a break for a second and then let it heal for a second and then continue on, if that makes sense. But yeah, but anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next one.